You know, one of the assumptions that I had when I came to Japan, especially coming to the countryside, was that I would see a living in harmony with nature, an appreciation for nature, more so than anything I had witnessed in the West. So today I decided to just take a walk for about an hour around my area and see what I could see. Now, I should note that I would not call myself an environmentalist. I'm coming at this more from the perspective of a photographer with an appreciation for beauty. But I really think that on this subject we need to be talking about beauty for its own sake as much as any of the more talked about contexts. So let's go.
Okay, so we're just a couple minutes away from my home, crossing the river in what appears to be a very scenic area until you take a slightly closer look. That is not pretty at all. Now this here is one of the prime examples of the mentality towards nature that I've observed here. This is once a natural river that has been given a concrete bottom that's been completely fenced in. As a metaphor, if this was once a wild horse, it has now been completely tamed. This is one of the examples that Alex Kerr in his book Lost Japan harps on constantly about the attempts to domesticate nature in Japan. Not that I really have anything to say against that. I mean, it prevents flooding, it helps to control it, but my point is that when I came to Japan I expected to see a great deal of harmony with nature, of respect for nature, and instead what I find is a mentality more on the scale between annoyance and fear. And most importantly, I'd say that's not the kind of fear that leads to respect, it's the kind of fear that leads to abuse. Now, it's not so much that I blame them. In fact, I'm not so sure that this is actually interested to live in harmony with us. The more you try to live together with this, it's going to overgrow and push you out as quickly as it possibly can. But still, it seems to me that there's a better way to live in this kind of environment without turning it into this. Now this area is absolutely gorgeous, and yet here in Japan, if you go off trail just a little bit, you're always going to run across many places like this. All of this is plastic, rubber. This is not going to go away in a long time. Usually these dumping areas just kind of migrate down the hillside. And this is a pretty typical one. Here there aren't any washing machines or bicycles or any large items like that. But it's enough that this is absolutely ugly. Okay, amidst all the trash that litters this riverbank, there's one particular piece right there. Yeah, right there. That white plastic bag that has been bugging me for months. It's highly conspicuous. It ruins all my pictures. And I've decided, today, I'm going to go and get it down. It is what I have to go through to get that plastic bag thrown out of a car and gets washed down by rain, washed along by this little creek, down the hillside and into the river there. Okay, well that was fun. I cannot believe just how much glass and aluminum there is around here. And whatever I said about an absence of larger items, I take that back. Large pieces of styrofoam, sheet metal, wonderful. Okay, so I've gotten across the river, and now the really fun part, because the river is through that. I'm just going to push through. Oh, maybe using the log. Okay. We've got a log. If you can think of an easier way to do this, do let me know. Might have to try walking on the top. Okay. My log is incapacitated. There's an increasing number of thorns intertwined in the vines, and the underbrush is only getting thicker. So I'm going to retreat and try following the riverbed. The riverbed, mind you, does not look like the following type. I'm going to give it a go, and I'm not sure what the next step after that is. Okay, this is going a little bit better than I expected. Okay, damn. I got through the river, got up on the bank, pushed through more underbrush, and there's the bag over there. Oh, I did find a motorcycle helmet though, and lots more trash. And I believe that bag is right under those rocks there. Oh yeah, I'm taking you with me. Just stay with me. I might have to let go and grab onto something. Okay, we are now basically sliding down the hillside. I'm stuck in a vine. Okay, hold on. I have to use my other hand. Alright, and we are on ground level. Ow, ow, thorns. Hey, it's baseball. Hey, that looks like some kind of path. Oh, I hear squeaking. Not a fan of that. Now, to go under, oh, maybe under. Under could work. Oh, that's a happy little home for someone. Alright. On all fours now, trying to press through. And I'm up. You see it? It's not a bag, it's styrofoam. Very carefully. Carefully. Yes, I am so taking this home.
Wake from your sleep, the drying of your tears. Today we escape, we escape.
So obviously this has become a very difficult problem. Not complicated, it's actually quite simple, but difficult, yes, because at this point, this is going to be almost impossible to rectify. For example, what I just went through, who in their right mind is going to go through that to retrieve a single piece of trash? So the lesson, I suppose, is if you don't throw it in the river, it's not going to end up in a place that's almost impossible to get. And then I don't have to go charging through a forest and walk along a Japanese street, bleeding and sweaty and dirty, carrying trash and getting even more looks of confusion and fear from the Japanese motorists than I usually do as a foreigner in rural Japan. That was a heck of a sentence. And also, if you are just a little bit out of your mind, and you see an opportunity, well then I have to admit that after an hour of struggling with the jungle, That scene there looks a whole lot better without a white styrofoam box hanging from the bushes. And the real irony here, because yes, there must always be irony, is that while I was struggling through the jungle there, I realized that at some point my lens cap came unattached. And so in my effort to remove a large piece of styrofoam, I have left a small piece of non-erodible plastic. Yeah, it's not going to be an easy problem to fix.
Today we escape. We escape.